Me and my G's are top 3, paving the way, man, no sheep. Watch out for what you can't see, cause the man pre-learned that from my OG. Yeah, obsessed with success, trying to run up a couple M's and no less. Mine been up next, we've been blessed, been putting in work, been sparking the interest. With no strings attached, I press with no stress. Running to the bag, can't lose breath, gotta save and stack. No, I can't lose bread, got a pattern up, trying to get a new front step.
Coming up in just moments, from the AT&T Center in San Antonio, Texas, the 76ers taking on the Spurs. For Philadelphia, kind of a seesaw affair over the last 10 games. But this team feels they are better than a 500 team. They'll look to tip that balance with a win here. Spurs, Sixers, up next. We're back in a moment. Hello and welcome to Sunday Night NBA action here on 2K Sports. Alongside Chris Webber and Grant Hill, I'm Brian Anderson, the fourth member of our crew, Allie LaForce. And while we have a second, let's take a quick peek at the rebounding numbers for Andre Drummond.
Unfortunately, we've seen his ability as a rebounder take a back seat these past few seasons. And I'd like to see him refocus on that element of his game. You can never have enough rebounds, in my opinion.
Well, this one's about to get going, but first, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Thanks, Brian. Well, Joel Embiid, no stranger to trash talking. He said, I don't start it, I just finish it. I'm a competitor. I don't love disrespecting people, but I love making them look silly on the basketball court. Dominating, winning, it's just fun to me. It's nothing personal. Guys?
He is fun to watch too, Allie. Good stuff there. And a great center matchup down low tonight. Chris, today's centers are so skilled. You helped pave the way for that.
Oh, thank you, B.A. But it's also because of the spacing. I mean, today it seems like there's more great passing big men than ever. But that's also because of the shooting, the spacing on the floor, and the talent of these guys. And very honestly, watching those that came before them and taking it to another level.
Now a look at Philadelphia's starting lineup. The dynamic duo of Harris and Embiid at the 4 and 5. Shake Milton out there with Ben Simmons. And it's Green in at the 3. And for the Spurs, Murray and White in the backcourt. Keldon Johnson out there with Draymond Green. And it's Mr. Fundamentals in at the center, filling out the middle.
That's a feed that Green makes look way easier than it is. You got to have amazing vision to make that pass.
Here's Simmons. It's tipped. And he recovers it. 6 on the shot clock. Inside. Here's Embiid. Green up top. Embiid covers. Mr. Fundamental shot is good.
And this is one thing that makes Draymond so unique. A big man who passes it so well.
They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
Simmons, the pass to Green. Nice start for him, sinking his first shot.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Yeah, very little resistance. I mean, you had to bring much faster help than that.
Oh, there's a killer two-hand slam.
When you're trying to stop a guy like this, you have to match his intensity level.
The 76ers have gone 1 of 3 from the floor. Murray against Simmons. To the paint. Soft touch. Off the glass.
Now, this is where Simmons is most comfortable. Relishes getting great inside positioning and going to work.
I think we all must acknowledge that this is a redemption year for Simmons. The Philadelphia 76ers were strongly considering trading him in the offseason, but ultimately both sides are giving it one more try. But consider this, a last chance for things to work for Simmons in Philly.
Pass to Mr. Fundamentals. Simmons brings a double team. Here's Mr. Fundamentals.
Well, that's a well-deserved assist. Not every player has the vision to make that feed.
The 76ers have gone 3 of 5 shooting so far. Simmons against Murray. Now here's Simmons. Tight defense on him. And that one's good. That makes him 2 for 3.
Oh, the physicality of Simmons on display. Showing some fight and fearlessness to play from this.
That was nasty. A two-hand mega slam.
Man, I don't think anyone was going to stop him there. Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Simmons, the pass to Embiid. And Embiid throws it down.
Man, such an impressive distributor. I mean, Simmons loves sharing the ball and finding his open team.
White on the wing. Pass to Mr. Fundamentals. Doubled by Milton. Mr. Fundamentals shot is good.
Impressive. Their ball movement has been excellent tonight.
Milton attacking. And so it looks like it'll be Philadelphia ball.
76ers ball.
An outstanding defensive play to earn the mobile 1 block.
I mean, letting them know up front that he's on the hunt tonight and eager to knock away shots. I love it.
Coming onto the floor for the 76ers, Andre Drummond, George Niang, Matisse Thybulle, Furkan Korkmaz.
Outside Simmons. Oh, Green with a block.
And good anticipation by Draymond. I mean, he always gets in position. His clean swats like this.
Earning his money on the interior tonight. That's a nice move.
So the first quarter is in the books. It's the Spurs. They lead by 4. And quarter number 2 will get underway just after this short break. Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. All right, guys, what's your take on the Spurs so far?
It's simple. When you can protect the rim the way they have, it's a big advantage.
Showing no mercy right now. The shooters look frustrated seeing so many of their shots get stifled.
Here's Simmons. He had 25 points in his last game. Taking a look at the 76ers. We've got Ben Simmons. Andre Drummond is out there with George Niang. Then there's Furkan Korkmaz. And it's Thybulle in at the 3. Back to Korkmaz. Thybulle on the wing. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Sweet little floater. Well, as the season progresses, Chris, if you're seeing something as a player, how many coaches are open to suggestions when it comes to strategy?
That's a good question, D.A. I'm not sure, but I know the best ones are keeping it from there. You may not always get your way, but at least you know that communication is there, and it's important to hear people out.
Here's Korkmaz. The Spurs making their last shot. Yes, it's good.
And we talk about ball distribution. Simmons is a terrific floor general, as he proves once again.
Pass to Mr. Fundamentals. It's good. And the assist goes to Murray. 18 points for him.
It's been a dominant night for him, staying productive throughout.
Just over a minute gone here in the second quarter. And Philadelphia calls time here. Their last game, a win against the Clippers, looking to carry it into this one.
Yeah, that one was a nail-biter. Came down to the wire in overtime, and these guys just rose to the occasion.
There's a minute 54 left in the second period. Here's Korkmaz. He's guarded by White. Here's Korkmaz. An 11-point game for him in the win against the Clippers. The shot by Drummond, no good.
I thought that one was going to go down. Mid-range jumpers. Oh, man, that's usually a bunny with the deep playing soft like that.
Now here's White. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game from him. And the basket is good.
And his fantastic performance from the last game has carried over to tonight.
Yeah, that's why he's hot. He's playing with a lot of confidence. That's why they're going to him with such consistency.
And Philadelphia has possession. The Spurs making their last shot. The shot by Drummond, no good.
It's one thing to prevent the layup. It's another to do it without fouling. Just terrific defense.
Mr. Fundamental shot is good.
I mean, this could end up being a big night for him. I mean, if this quarter is any indication.
Here's Niang. Green covering. Pass to Thibault. Lets it go from deep. He's in his comfort zone. 2 for 2 to start this one.
That right there, that's the kind of look this system is designed to create.
Going inside. And it's good. 2 points. He's got 24.
Some players might wear down during this kind of run. He's only getting strong.
7-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Pass to Drummond. Outside Simmons. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse. Simmons has got 6 points.
Oh, just an easy reverse for him. He has nice feel and touch around the bucket.
Drives to the hoop. They get the rebound. Here's Mr. Fundamentals. Can't cash it in from close range.
don't see this fella blow many layups. Not against D like that, anyway.
And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that's been very close so far. Spurs out in front. They're up by 5. All right, Allie's ready to go. She's courtside. Hey, Allie.
Thanks, guys. I'm here with Coach Greg Popovich. And, Coach, a hot start for you shooting the ball, but in what areas could you improve as a team?
Well, that's all we're seeing. Neither team's playing any D. It's like an offensive extravaganza, and nobody wants to guard anybody.
Well, I'm sure you can inspire them to play better D in the second half. Thanks, Coach.
Thanks very much, Allie. We'll be back soon to start the second half of basketball.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
A pretty close game for the Spurs throughout the first quarter. They had a 4-point advantage at the end of the period. Checking out the Spurs, Kenny, what was your impression?
It's been an aggressive approach for them at the offensive end. Getting the ball inside and getting as many points as possible close to the rim. So far, so good. They have a nice edge in the points in the paint.
And over to Shaq. What did you think about Philadelphia?
Hard to feel happy when your opponent's shooting over 60%. You're going to have to make things harder for those guys defensively. Force them out their comfort zone. Contest every shot.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been a fairly even one. The Sixers trailing. Murray and White in the backcourt. Green out there with Johnson. And it's Mr. Fundamentals in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. So that's who Greg Popovich starts the second half with. Now here's Simmons. Oh, and the jam by Simmons.
How can you not love Simmons? I mean, some of the dunks he pulls off are insane.
A fantastic mobile one block. This one deserves another look.
Yeah, just some terrific effort there. And you know the whole team will get an energy boost off a block like that one.
Hey, and the apple not falling far from the tree. Simmons' dad was a legendary player in Australia.
And that's where Simmons says he really learned the value of team ball. At age 15, he played in a world championship there. Just invaluable to his early development.
Simmons, the offensive rebound. And it's the Spurs ball. Leading by 5. Here's Mr. Fundamentals. That one's good. And he's got 28 now.
That's 10 straight points they've given up in the painted area.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
Simmons, the pass to Milton. Back to Simmons. And stolen by Murray. Here's Mr. Fundamentals. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. One free throw coming his way.
His first personal foul. First team foul.
And Grant, you were a big wing with skill. That type of player very much in demand in today's game.
Well, I mean, today's NBA is all about versatility. Can you get it done offensively and defensively? Players with size and perimeter skills are very much invaluable to their team.
The 76ers shooting about 56% in this one. Harris passes to Embiid to halt the run, and the shot is good. Harris making the play. Embiid's got 6.
Did you see the no-look pass by Harris right there? I mean, he's a wing that knows how to move the ball.
Here's Mr. Fundamentals. That shot is off. Embiid with the nice defensive effort. Pass to Simmons. Off target at the rim.
Great opportunity. Just couldn't complete the play.
Oh, man, you just want to go find some place to hide, man. It's almost impossible to miss that.
Here's Mr. Fundamentals. He's got 31. Second chance shot, and it's good. The layup.
Their defense just falls apart once the ball goes inside.
And Philadelphia calls time here.
Protecting the rim has to be their top objective right now.
Without question. They're giving up too many high percentage looks, a trend that they'd like to reverse.
The 76ers with some changes. Drummond's checked in for Joel Embiid. Thibault comes in for Green. And Korkmaz is subbed in for Ben Simmons.
And what an aggressive move to the rim. He's really trying to fire up his teammates right now.
Boy, it's not hard to feel inspired after a teammate makes that kind of finish.
They needed that, and I love that he just didn't settle for the lay-in.
They double him with Harris, and he goes in for the dunk.
Slams it down with two hands.
Man, they're really getting aggressive now. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Milton with it. Well, no scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Fires from the wing. Harris's shot is good.
Such an efficient scorer. You know, if you give Harris these opportunities, he'll punish you from there.
Here's Mr. Fundamentals. Drummond defending, and he makes it.
It's been a clinical performance. He's played a huge role and has them in position to grab the W.
And DeJounte Murray is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul of the game.
And just wasn't able to set up in time.
76ers substitution. George Niang.
And now another look at that Mobile One block defensive performance.
Oh, showing no signs of giving up this lead. That block sent shockwaves into the opposition sails.
Murray against Milton.
Not the guy you expect to be missing a button.
1 second left. Oh! Oh, it would have counted had it fallen, but it is offline. Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits. It may be difficult to overcome. Spurs out in front, up 10. Don't go anywhere. The final quarter is coming up next on 2K Sports. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
Woo, I'm fired up to see this dish one more time. It's always great to see your 2 guards share the wealth.
Well, I like that he didn't make his decision too early. You know, he let the play develop. That's how you do it. Finds the weakness in that defense.
Fourth quarter action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. Taking a look at Philadelphia. Tobias Harris out there with Andre Drummond. Then there's Shake Milton. Then there's George Niang. And it's Korkmaz in at the shooting guard position. Here's Mr. Fundamentals. Oh, a rip-rattling two-handed jam.
Now that's how you use the screen right there.
And it leads to a thunderous finish. That was nice.
Yeah, coach is definitely pleased. That's the execution he loves to see.
Here's Harris following the bucket by the Spurs. It's stolen by Green. Pass to Mr. Fundamentals. Lays it up and banks it in. And he's got 41 now.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
You have to go to your best scorers. I mean, it's a smart strategy, and so far, it's paying off in this game.
Oh, nice finish from the low block. That one's good. And the Spurs lead by 16.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, you'll be the first guy to make them pay.
Yeah, they're pouring it on right here. Trying to give the opposition no light at the end of the time.
And we're going to have a jump ball. And it's the Sixers with the ball. Harris finds Milton. 5 to shoot. Late clock, the Sixers need to put one up here from deep. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. And some changes here for the 76ers. Joel Embiid, he's checked in for Drummond. Green comes in for Niang. And Simmons is subbed in for Korkmaz. The Spurs have gone a perfect 3 for 3 here in the fourth. Pass to White. Left side Johnson. To the inside. Here's Mr. Fundamentals. That one falls.
It looks like it'll be a big win for them here. Time to just cruise to the end of the game and chalk up the victory for the Spurs.
They had to fight for this one. With the game hanging in the balance a couple of times, they made winning plays, Grant.
It's all about having a strong mentality. What's interesting is that any time momentum turned against them, instead of folding, they responded with their own attack.
And give them credit for what'll be their 38th win of the year.
Only a 2-game series, and they win both. They have to be satisfied with this.
Pass to Embiid. And stolen by Murray. Here's Mr. Fundamentals. Yes, and it's Murray picking up the assist. And the Spurs lead by 20. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Spurs.
Well, they played a heads-up brand of basketball this entire game, and they've got the skills to prove it.
You also can't overlook how well they've defended the rim as they've challenged every shot and blocked quite a few tonight.
And the shot goes down.
How about the reach of Embiid, using those long arms to gobble up space inside?
Pass to Mr. Fundamentals. 2 points. That one.
Hey guys, that's got to be the dagger. This is how you finish a game.
Yeah, I love how they play for one another out there. No signs of selfishness. It's just a total team effort.
Now here's Embiid. And the three off target.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Mr. Fundamentals. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
Embiid. That's his first personal foul. First team foul. At the line for your Spurs. 2 shots.
The first one falls. Good on the second, so he makes them both. 27 seconds left to play in the fourth. And the officials call goaltending, so they'll award the basket.
Well, at least the D was going for it, but he got to the ball just a moment late.
At the line for the 76ers, Joel Embiid. At the line for one.
One shot.
The free throw drops for Embiid.
Yeah, I mean, the continued growth of Embiid as a player has been truly remarkable. I mean, he's put in the work and evolved his game in some pretty impressive ways.
Here's Mr. Fundamentals, and good! There's another!
This game has his name written all over it.
He has been phenomenal. An offensive onslaught. Here's Springer. And so it's San Antonio easily grabbing this one. They didn't have too many problems tonight.
They didn't. Just a tremendous team effort. Once they had that big lead, they were not going to let the visitors back into the game.
And that about wraps it up. For Grant Hill, Chris Webber, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson. We appreciate you tuning in tonight. So long, everyone.